Yo, what up, my friends? I'm back with another little WOTV JP video. And yep, it's that time. Global is officially gone. It's gone and it's never coming back. Ew, that stings. I did record a video on Global the last couple of days. I didn't really feel like uploading it. Yeah, it's really sad seeing the game go. I'm still a little bit in disbelief that it's actually gone. That copium I've been smoking about WOTV is really hit me hard lately. So this is the new patch, and we've got a brand new Garousa that was just featured in the story. I made a Reddit post about what happened to Garousa, how he picked up the Forbidden Blade and became like basically Super Saiyan and just started teeing off on everybody. He stabbed Gilgamesh right in the heart. And yeah, sorry, spoiler. Sorry, just token my wonderful SIG. Self-rolled SIG. So I went to work today, came back. Garousa's been out for a couple of days. Yesterday I was with my girlfriend, fiance, and I did like the 4-step on my main account, didn't get him. And this here is my my second alt account. And on my main and second account, I'm gonna start the process of going AFK for over 30 days. And this account, I could clearly use another unit. I do have some, just not that much, right? Like as we can see, I've got Rain. I picked him up last time. I've got Cloud, Zac, the 2 FF7 Rebirth, and then just some of the free 120s that came. And I've been working on some other stuff with the Reincarnation Fest. So I could use one more unit. And Garousa's pretty alright. He's just one of those units that's you know, he's a samurai, but he's magic, right? So it's hard to weave in into a team. He doesn't stack perfectly, like especially the way the gunners did. Both being physical, both being the same job type, they just stack together so well. And before we go into anything else, I'm just gonna turn on my browser really quick. So Garousa eaten by the sword. Sword Demon of the Fall. Very interesting stuff. And he's got, you know, a pretty decent TMR. I wouldn't say it's like the craziest TMR, but it's not bad. AoE res in a box, decreased debuff weakening on hit. Pretty nice stuff, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, standard stuff for the master ability. AoE penetration, which I think puts him at 60 altogether. And dream ability, just some accuracy, AP, and magic. Commander effects. This is a quest commander, so this is a really good like general set of abilities, but it is for quest. Now, how useful is that really? It's hard to say because you've got human killer on magic, you've got slash attack, dark attack, magic, and then you've got a bunch of light resist and AoE res. So it's a mixture of offense and defense. And yeah, usually quests, you don't really care that much about defense. That's just how the quests have been designed for a long time. Because this is also only going to apply to a quest, I don't know, that you bring a commander, right? Like the last difficult challenge that we had was a multi-challenge, and you don't bring commanders to those. So this isn't going to do anything for that. And yeah, just more magic for 5 turns. So I guess for like a guild raid or something, this is pretty solid for a dark team. Even if you're not getting the magic, I don't know, you're getting a little bit of stuff. And I'm just gonna go over to the second page to get the translation. Bloody Eastern Swordsmanship. So more AoE res pen slash pen accuracy. And human resist, and he's got the same thing as Rain, where after using a non-damage skill he gets like a bunch of damage reduction, I think. Like 30% damage reduction. And aside from that, his counter skills are pretty decent. Like, I really like this one, of course. That's gonna be pretty nice if it goes off. This one's pretty good as well from the Sword Sorcerer. And yeah, mainly against missiles, so he's maybe good against the missile team. It's really hard to be good against them. No matter what you seem to bring, even if it's really like well built against the missile team, they still seem to just come out on top. He's got some good abilities like Dispel All, Dispel Haste. He's got a lot of Dispels. This move's got the curse attached to it. If this was a select 2, this would be very scary. But since it's only a one-person hitter, it's hard to say if he's gonna prioritize that. His main buff, group buff, I guess, he's got a self buff that's got that like follow-up style. Follow-up style. I don't know if, I guess it's for 4 turns. And he's got like a HP up and a follow-up, and he's got an aura. But he gives like, you know, debuff weakening, single target, you know, ignore, fatal. Spirit Pen, he's got a decreased human resistance on hit, decreased bravery, so he is going to be a nice debuffer, damage amplificator. And he's got his, I guess one of his bread and butter moves that, you know, has a long list of breaks, right? Break barrier, break physical damage, wide res, decreased debuff weakening just for this, and it does reduce counter chance as well. And he also gets, I believe this is a 2-turn spike, or yeah, oh man, that is 2 turns. I thought it was 2 hits, but that's actually really insane. 2 turns, 50% damage reduction, and I believe it's spike. That's just from watching this guy in action. Healing power down. He's got the X pattern, which is just the other type of break, reduce magical damage. So if a character has like a magical damage buff, he'll probably use this. Decrease spirit, that's probably nice. He's got an interesting move that has really high scaling if one of your party members is dead. And he's got a TP move that does blind and doom. Plus, you know, the sword sorcerer job. He doesn't have a triple hit, but yeah, his follow-up attack is pretty good. Magic scaling, he's got the human killer on an aura, which I think he benefits from. And his LB is a dark resistance down, which is obviously going to make his AI like this a lot. Chance of magic damage for 3 turns for self, so he boosts his magic. Reminds me of Gilgamesh, but he's got the very OP disable chance on this. So he's the type of unit that if you're not really using a disable trust stone, yeah, that's gonna hurt. So one of the last things we'll just look at very, very quickly is gonna be the new sword that they launched him with, which is a UR sword. And it's very interesting in the instance that basically you're not Garousa, you're just gonna be insta cursed, and it gives him debuff weakening. So I guess he's got a lot of debuff weakening, some human resistance, human killer, and I believe this is Seal Courage, right? Seal Courage, and a lot of crit on it. So pretty solid stuff, and it looks great. To get this sword, you just have to clear the mission once with a certain amount of kills on mobs. Like, it's not really hard, but what is hard about the mission is going all the way to the end. Like, you would have to actually min-max your team, and you get some decent rewards, but it's not that important. So that's pretty much the new Garousa. And now we're gonna try to get the new Garousa. Take a sip of my kombucha. Got some pretty cool stuff with the Reincarnation Fest still ongoing. You know, this card, that's another thing. I really wonder what Garousa's card is going to be. Because for sure he's going to have a card, right? So here we go, step 1. I'm already 10 minutes in and I've just been talking about it. So yeah, Global's actually done. Oh, I had the animation turned off. Well, I guess I had the animation turned off. So Global is actually gone. For real, for real. I think I misclicked on the app and it just said failed to connect. So that's gonna be the experience now, is you click it and it's failed to connect. You know, until you decide to uninstall it. And then it's just gone forever. So it would be nice to get them within 10 pulls. I'd rather not pity this unit. Yeesh. I do have a lot of viz, but yeah, pitying sucks. Ooh, and the brown book on the crystals. Yeah, that's one of those pulls, boys. Just get a bunch of, I guess I did get 2 MRs. And some Garousa shards as per promised by the banner. So I'm gonna get them here for sure. Okay. I'm gonna see the same type of banner. Nice. Well, that was extremely uneventful. Not a single UR on 4 steps. At least I've got my kombucha. I was at 666 viz, so this has to be it, because he's evil, right? It's a unit. It's spinning. Okay, it's possible. It's possible. Not on that one. I could use a lot of stuff on this account, but you know, the more you play, the less you care. Here we go. I guess not. And we're you know, we're what, 2 weeks beyond the FF7 rebirth. So it's possible that after this week we get the vision card. Speaking of vision cards, my word, not a single UR in that whole banner so far. That is some awful luck. God dang. Some pretty awful luck. So it's possible that after Garousa's card we get a collab. I'm thinking it's even possible we get FF8 with Adea. Another rerun, and Cypher gets like an upgrade or something. My god, these pulls are just terrible. Not a single UR. I was actually hoping for a couple of URs, but yeah, I'm getting mega shafted over here. That sucks. And the reason why I say FF8 is because that's what came after the last time we had Advent Children. We had FF8 rerun, and it would somewhat make sense because they did tease Adea last time around. Is this the golden shards? Okay, it's a unit. My first UR of the banner. It would be really nice to just get it right here. And if Adea does come out, she's probably going to be a glove unit, so I might be interested in that. I'm not entirely sure, but she's probably going to be really good. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it was Whisper. She is a dark unit, but not the new Garousa. I'm pretty sure in the story she fought Garousa one-on-one, which makes like no sense in terms of the game itself. Oh dang, I have the one ticket. I could have got him off for this ticket. Because she's obviously so weak and outdated, and Garousa would just probably one-shot her in a PvP match. Well, thanks for the one ticket. Alright. Okay. Pretty bad pulls so far. I did get rain on this account last time. Ugh. Another crapper pool. I got him on the 4-step. Was that it? I think it was. I think I got him on the 4-step. Well, that's a samurai. Yeah. I really wish they'd change this so it just always goes up even if you get a UR. Because I've like pulled a couple of extra times already just to get to the end and have it all just fail in front of my face. Yikes. Well, I guess Garousa is evil after all. Yeah, no upgrades. Man, it would be great if this one upgraded and it was the bannered unit. But okay, alright, okay. The game wants me to have Garousa. Oh. Yikes. See, it didn't go up. Well, this has to be a gold book. It just does. Yeah, my gold book luck is, yeah, a vision card too. I'm just gonna skip this. That's basically what I expected, yeah. Okay, so this has to be a gold book. It just does. Statistically speaking. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna take this one in. This no upgrade sea of blue. Yeah. That's basically what I expected from that pull. So I've gotten 2 UR units and I've done over 10 pulls now. So that's not good. And we have, oh my word. I'm just gonna skip this. Just gonna be a little bit of a MRVC. Yikes. Well, that's how it goes. I was at like 671 or something. Okay. Yep. Not even a UR. All right. So now we're at the end of the banner. 10 guaranteed 1 UR. Do I click OK? Alright, I'm just gonna do it and just accept the pity, right? I'm gonna have to pity Garousa. It just is what it is. It's gonna be some vision card. Yeah, nice animation. It's gonna be not even, yeah. It shows you a gold book with that, but it's actually this one, and this one's just gonna be a regular whatever. Oh my god, a dark unit, but it was Dwayne. Dang, dude. So yeah, it's looking like a pity angle. I didn't even get an upgrade on that. That was an atrocious pull. Alright, well, thanks, game, for the bonus UR. Thank you, game, for the bonus UR. Well, it might as well just count. And just make sure that I just pity it correctly. Right? Yeah, might as well. It's a pretty bad pulling session. One of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of pulling these non-limited units, because, yeah. So, I would need 5 more. And it would be nice to get them right now, of course. It's got a pretty nice looking LB, but a little bit goofy where at the end of the animation, he's kind of just standing there laughing. Okay, gold book. Vision card, of course, right? Okay, unit. Well, that's a little bit more promising, right? Oh, and a URVC, nice. And a URVC. Always appreciate those since I'm building so much crap. Okay. Garousa. Oh, man. This game. This game, dog. Yeah. Good thing I came into this, into JP with a lot of viz, because otherwise it would be even more dreadful. You know, you farm out like 40k viz and then you just poof, it's all gone, and yeah, you've got a unit to show for it, but farming 40k viz in JP is actually harder than in global. There's no 30-day $10 pack. You get less viz from the daily missions. You get a little bit less viz from the daily login bonus. Like, I haven't seen a 400, a 500 Visior login bonus. I've seen a two, like usually at the start of the week is a 200 pack. So I think like at best you're farming out, like maybe with all the missions they throw out, maybe like 16 to 20k a month. Ah. Okay. That sucks. Jeez, I forgot to fucking count. I think I might have like 2 more pulls to do. Which sucks. Yeah. New vision card, but Not really an important one. I mean, it's alright. So I did UR, fail, UR. I think I've got 2 more to go. Okay, gold book me with a unit. Alright, it's not a gold book, but there's a little bit of hope. Yeah, I watched DGen stream like for 8 hours. So many fond memories of the entire community and all that good stuff. It's really sad that they couldn't just keep global Wotv alive, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, we'll just consider this the last pull. And then we'll just accept our pity. At this point, all I'd really be getting for not pitying it is an extra 100 shards. So whatever. While I do that, I will do the 4-step on my second account. Okay, show me the love, dude. Yeah, this was probably a mistake. Okay, is this actually it? Holy shit, I think that's actually it, dude. On the last fucking pull. You bastard. You actual bastard. You legitimate bastard. But that is a better case scenario than not pulling him. Is he a better home screen unit than Rain? That's a good question. Let's go analyze my barracks. But yeah, the Reincarnation Fest bonuses are over. Those were really good. I do wish they ran them for the whole 4 weeks. But yeah, on this account, I'm in the Holy Knights guild that I kind of... Okay, I guess Rain, you can sit this one out. I'm gonna throw in Garousa. Well, there it is, my second dark unit. Yeah. With Irina. These are the Reincarnation Fest units that I've been working on this account. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I don't know if I want to use gold. Maybe I do. Alright, but I'm gonna turn this one off. And now here I'm just gonna do the 4-step. I'm just gonna do the 4-step, and if I get him, I'll just do the bingo board, and I'll just save him for later. I'll just farm him out later. I just want to do this just in case I do get him. If I don't get him, the shard compensation is not bad. You're getting an extra like 240 shards from doing this, so it's kind of like buying shards, but you get the pull. And it's good to do pulls, like, just in general, like, of course, because you get all the MOG medals for building units, and there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't mind getting. Like, I think on this account, on my main alt, I'm really waiting on Sedali. Yeah, no luck. No luck. Turn on the music. I don't know if I had it on the other one. It is what it is. Nobody cares. I'm just making these videos. Like, the person that watches these videos the most is my fiance. She likes to throw this on and go to sleep. My voice makes her fall asleep. Of course, it's a vision card on the unit banner, right? Naturally. But that is how it goes in this world. And it's the Starlight Elena VC. Nice. But yeah, even if I pull this unit here, I'm still gonna just do the 30-day comeback and just dodge his card and whatever comes next. I really want to get that out of the way. 30-day comeback out of the way so I can pick up the vision card banners. So you need to do 30 days to get the vision cards now. Just get a couple of Dark Espers I don't yet have. And just get that out of the way before they remove it from the game or whatever. Well, that was some awful pulls. Yeah, this is kind of a little bit of a waste, because if I never pull Garousa, obviously all this is going to waste. But I'm sure in the 6th anniversary they'll give us an opportunity to get more like select tickets for units. So that could be a good choice, you know. I just pick up Garousa at that point in a while just to have him. He is a really cool like thematic unit, an evil samurai. Yeah, I fought a oh fuck, I think this shit crashed. Crap. But I fought a Garousa Sephiroth team today. And earlier today I was thinking about Garousa, like what teams does he fit into? And I was like, does he just revive Sephiroth from the grave? And yeah, Sephiroth Garousa is pretty nice. Oh, Garousa is also pretty nice. But I think his main problem is when you look at the vision cards that apply to Samurai, I think the best crossover might be with Dark Mage, like that old Sephiroth Shrek combo. But as like a Black Mage, right? Like there's X Death, but X Death is, I don't know, he's pretty decent, but I feel like he's not as good as when he was paired with Shrek, right? And then the other thing is you would have to throw in there probably elemental vision cards to make that team have a lot of vision cards together. So he's a hard unit to really min-max for now. Maybe in the future it'll be easier. I feel like all the jobs that do that, like Samurai, Gun, Red Mage, Bow, I don't know if I'm missing any other ones, but the jobs that have like physical and magical units, those are the most like specific groups that when you throw them together, you're like really like hinging on specific cards. There's not a vast selection of cards that you're gonna have available, right? But when they have the same damage type, both physical or both magic, it's much easier because you put one magic card, one agility card, and then you can start stacking defensives, and everything just lines up better together, and the damage is usually more brutal. And that's what we're seeing right now in JP with the 2 new gunner units. They just pack such a huge punch, and they're so fast, and they hit from very far, and then the knockback effect combined with the strike damage, combined with the typeless attacks and the follow-up attacks, it's just such a good, well-rounded team to deal with just about everything. And the majority of the top players in JP are just running constantly on offense and defense the same team, because it's just that good. It's completely taken over the very top of the meta. And every time I fight those teams, you can see that it's just so hard to beat that team. You really need a tank, but if you have a tank, what are your other 2 characters going to be? A support and 1 DPS? 1 DPS is going to have a really hard time dealing with, my god, man. BlueStacks just sucks. But 1 DPS is just going to have a hard time dealing with those 2 gunners, because usually the best comp is Irina, Rufus, plus Narsh. So if you're running a tank like a Hiromont, and then you're running 1 DPS, it's gonna be hard to take those units off the board, because they've got revives. So you need to deal with the revive, and yeah, it's a very, very meta team right now. I would run that team if I had like 1 or 2 more cards for that team. Another variation that I kind of like, just for general, like just general like arena and stuff like that, is the 2 gunners. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I think it was actually alive. The 2 gunners with Mavia, with the archer unit, because archer and gun now actually have a good amount of crossover. It's not super perfect, but there's like, I think there's actually 6 cards that cross over. And the advantage is that Mavia, if she has both follow-ups available, right, like Rufus follow-up, oh my god, like she can trigger Rufus's follow-up, and if Irina puts her follow-up buff on it, that's like you're basically just getting blasted from very far. And then Mavia has a lot of utility in her kit, where she'll apply frostbite, she can dispel and break barriers and stuff like that. So she does a lot of really good things from afar. So you can just get like really peppered down from afar without ever even getting close to the units. And then also her group buff is very, very good, because it provides extra agility. And I think they all have like, or she might have like or I guess it's Rufus, that his group buff gives minus missile res. So I fought that team once, and it was very, very toxic. I don't even think I got 1 hit in before I got blasted. I would like to run that team actually on this account. I have Mavia, I have Rufus, and I have Irina. What I'm missing is Hiromont's card. And then the other good card for that team for the agility is the Dad Bomb card, which could be like main slotted. And then off of that, you'd run Rufus's card in the main slot. And then sub slot wise, you could just go with your best available. But yeah, you're basically running 2 human killer cards, and I guess 2 agility cards. Yeah, okay. What was that pull? What? This thing's busted. Alright, well, let's just finish this up. I've yet again done a super long video for no reason. Just rambling. Okay, I'm just gonna skip. Okay, 2 more steps. Yeah, this is looking like my main account. Just a ginormous no bueno. And yeah, okay, well, we'll stay for the hope. That copium pipe got me sticking around. Yeah, but my condolences to everybody, you know. Even I have been just really bummed out that the entire thing for global is just gone. Looking on so much of the footage, man, like I'm really not surprised that I enjoyed this game for as long as I did and that I stuck around. I think it really sucks because the past year has probably been the best, for fuck's sake. Anyways, past year has probably been the very best the game has ever really been in terms of how, I guess, just how different a lot of different things are happening at once. It's very complicated, but still like not that hard to understand, because at the end, especially in auto PvP, you either win or you lose, right? So yeah, this is my second account, and I've got Mavia, and I have seen Jaden thrown in there as well with the 2 gunners. It's not a bad, that's pretty solid team too. I could probably run that. At first I really thought I was gonna just be playing great swords, but the gunners have just been so friggin' insanely good. So I think this would be the second attack card. I almost want to say this no, this doesn't do bow. This doesn't do bow. This one is gun, and this one, when you have it maxed, it'll do bonus. It'll do attack. Yeah, this one's not bad either. Narcissus card. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I almost have this thing maxed, but this probably a decent card for if I actually had Narsh on this account. But yeah, bow gun. Is this one bow gun? Yeah, this one is bow gun too. So that's 2 human killer cards for bow gun. And yeah, this one's just bow, but that one's bow gun. So I think the Hero Monk card would be that would really enable that team, and I would have a lot of fun. I would probably just stick to that team where I would go 1, 2, 3, Hero Monk, and then maybe this one and that one, or just some generic cards. And yeah. Anyways, boys, rip global Wotv. I will see you guys some other time. I might make another video straight after this, just yeah, just talking about Wotv JP. See you guys later. Peace.